Oh, I feel like I have a soundbite for that. That's what she said. There we go. That's actually I do have that one. Hold on. Here it is.
That's what she said.
All right. Hey, internet. That's not me. Where am I? I'm here somewhere. Oh, my computer is barely holding on. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to kick it hard. Anyway, my name is Todd, and this is SideQuest Live, and hopefully you can hear us on the internet live, YouTube and Twitch, and anywhere you listen to us on podcasts. So live or after the fact, thank you so much for joining us. Today we are going to be playing the custom game system Rediscovered World. I have to say that with a little reverb. Rediscovered World.
Last week.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got a table full of players who are going to join us, and a DM named Brendan who's going to run the show. So thank you for joining us. Let's hit it.
Okay, so we've got a lot of players tonight. I'll just go around the room and people can tell me what they are playing as and where your character has been recently. Maybe we'll start with Jackie. Jackie, what's going on?
I am playing the Fell tonight, who's a seraph thaumaturge, and most recently we were waist deep in a disgusting river full of corpses fighting a vampire. So I think in the meantime they've probably been taking a bath since that was gross. But yeah.
Fair. Bo?
So I'm La Habrea, a really just chill wood elf. May have a dark past, who knows? And I've been sleeping recently, so that's what I've done.
Just so we know, and I mentioned this on the thread, everybody now knows you're a vampire.
I'm just gonna pretend that no one knows.
I think we've been pretty chill about it. Like, we weren't like, oh, vampire! We've been like, yeah, he's got a light sensitivity and a strange diet.
In character, like you,
Elroy and John have seen vampire version of me, so.
Okay, so that's a fair question then. Would Elroy and John sort of mention this to the Fell and Scott Cow?
No.
Not yet.
I mean, just new to the gang. You wouldn't want to do that, probably. I imagine.
All right. Okay, let's introduce the other people. So Jay.
Just what was your name again? One time. I'm just writing it down.
Oh, Bo is La Habrea.
Lahabrea.
Like the tar pit.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Jay?
I will be playing the Highland Cattle Minotaur Scott Cow.
Awesome.
And I guess recently, I would say with the gang, he just kind of met them. I will say that he just kind of met them in a public space and just kind of decided he's like a big dude and he likes a good time, so he goes on an adventure with them. And he's disgusted by vampires, so he enjoyed
okay, that's great.
Them up, and I'll make up some kind of backstory for a reason why. Kind of had one on the brew anyway.
Okay, all right. All right, Devin.
I'm playing John Normalman, a generic human fighter brawler. He was also waist deep in Corpse River, so I believe the plan was to head off to see the wizard.
Yes. You're off to see the wizard.
Yes.
You managed to recover. So this is ironic, Bo. You weren't there when they met your evil nemesis, Vampire Lord Sidolphus, and they managed to almost slay him. He had 1 HP left. He turned into a bat, flew away, but they managed to steal the idol of Kava from him.
Yeah,
so you now
stakes.
have the idol of Kava.
Excellent.
We definitely need to invest in some stakes because we did not have them in our big fight with him.
Yes.
I would like to take a moment to appreciate that we are going to go see the wizard with a tin person and a very fuzzy cow and someone who could generously be described perhaps as a straw man.
I mean, and I'm kind of dog-sized. I'm a raccoon man.
Right?
It's true.
So we've
It's true.
got
It's
Toto
true.
now. I'll let Bo and Devin argue about who's
That
Dorothy.
makes Normalman
I
Dorothy.
feel like
I fear normal.
I feel like John is Dorothy.
I feel
Yeah.
like Normalman is definitely Dorothy, which
Like,
has the
I am-
hilarious implication that La Habra is the scarecrow.
because
Come
he's
on,
scary.
Yeah,
Exactly.
full of crows, inexplicably.
Very scary.
That's what he eats instead of people. He just like eats crows.
Oh dear.
Just a pile of crows lying outside my bedroom.
Now, Brendan, what color is this road we're about to embark on?
It's
Dirt.
definitely
It's
not a
dirt
metaphor
colored.
for the gold standard in the United States. Let's just say that. Okay. And Todd, what are you going to be joining us as?
I will be joining as Elroy, who is a Tanuki alchemist gunslinger. In other words, he's a little raccoon man, both size, but little around the size of a halfling or so in fantasy game terms. But he is a raccoon, so let's not mince words. I'm basically Rocket.
Todd will use anything but the metric system. Okay, so
Look, it's imperial or nothing.
let's catch up with the
Sumerian hand measurements.
well, let's catch up with the plot thread. So you went to the castle and you were told that the Tree of Wands is dying. There's some magical affliction that's causing it to die. And if the Tree of Wands dies, it's one of the omens that foretells the coming of Kava. Kava, the primordial, who is supposed to destroy the kingdom of Tiberia. So you're trying to prevent that. Now, unfortunately...
Game over, man. It's game over.
Yes, game over. Unfortunately, the people who live in Avondale would also very much like to destroy the idol of Kava, because it seems to be something that is controlling and certainly rising up the ire of these goblins, this legion of goblins that's attacking the castle. So you went off on a quest from the castle, which is under siege, to try and retrieve this idol. And you told Countess Vincenza that you were going to go back to the castle in Avondale to return the idol to them, and then they would destroy it. But you decided not to do that. You decided you were going to take it to the wizard Kemet, because Kemet told you that he could use the idol to break the spell that is killing the Tree of Wands. So you've decided, there was sort of a fork in the road, and you're like, okay, we're going to take the idol to Kemet. And so you decided to, rather than head back to Avondale, you decided to head up the hills into the Vesper Hills, where there's a floating wizard tower. And just to give you the description again, it's this isn't a terribly mobile tower. It just floats up off the ground. There's a rope ladder that hangs down from it. There's about 100 rungs on this rope ladder.
More of a wizard townhome.
You climb up, and it's fairly small, and it's stone on the exterior, and has a bit of a sort of a crooked pointed roof up at the top. So it's like one parapet basically that's just floating eerily above the landscape. So you head up towards the tower, and you climb up, and you've been here. Well, most of you have been here before. I'm going to say that La Habra, who was in Avondale, has decided to go and see Kemet and meets up with you. So, La Habra, you managed to escape from Avondale, even though it's under siege, by going through that underground grotto, taking the underwater path so as not to have to run into that huge beast. And you traveled up over the hills towards the place where you guys can all climb up and you can all speak to Kemet. Kemet, by the way, is, for those of you who who weren't here when you met him. He is a wedjat, which is a rare creature in this world. He has the head essentially of a hawk, but the body of a man, and he stands, and he's from a lineage of people who may have been descended from a demigod in the Sultanate of Apalia. Anyways, it's kind of neither here nor there, but he looks like a hawk from the head up.
Probably has a pretty hot body too.
Yeah, sure. Anyways,
Most of Brendan's NPCs are super hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Every single one of them smoking
no,
hot.
It's called fantasy.
He's just
Come
got the head
on.
of a hawk. If he's just got the head of a hawk, that means he's got the cock. Anyway,
Of a duck. Yeah.
of a man.
right.
Unless he's got a cloaca or something down there.
Oh,
Whoa,
yeah.
spicy.
Very spicy.
Spice and spice.
Mm.
So you guys are going
Spicy
to-
cloaca, you should see your doctor.
Yeah, you need some penicillin for that.
You're going to head back towards the Tower of Kemet, and you're all going to meet up there. And for those of you who haven't met Kemet before, everybody else is going to be able to fill you in as to what exactly it is you're doing. You're bringing the idol of Kava to Kemet. Kemet cautioned you, don't touch the idol of Kava. It would corrupt you. And also he needs it so that he can try to prevent the prophecy of Kava coming into existence. So that's what you're doing. You head over to this rope ladder and you start climbing up. You get up. The ladder doesn't lead directly to the sort of the basement of the sort of the lowermost floor of this floating tower. It kind of goes up and into I wouldn't call it a window or a doorway. It's sort of just a big gaping hole where some of the stonework just didn't float. So there's just a part that you can climb up into, and you go up a small spiral staircase, and you find yourself in the room where you've been before, which is where Kemet normally is. And it's a large room. It's round, and from some of the walls there are bookcases that extend like spokes towards the center. So there's several bookcases, and they're filled with books and reagents and manuscripts and probably some skulls and some crystals. And then of course there's also just tables and racks and shelves that have all manner of bottled and jarred reagents. The stuff.
Are
of
there any
wizardry.
like wooden tables or stools that wouldn't be missed?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look over at Normalman and like elbow his kneecap and point at a stool and be like,
Can you break that for me? I need the legs.
Oh,
Wait,
right, for
I'm gonna need
stakes.
that stool's legs.
Okay, so hold that thought.
What hunting vampires with?
Also, just to complete the scene, there's also like an astrolabe. One of those very large, it is a very large brass and iron instrument that is supposed to assist with sort of the tracking of constellations in the night sky, planets, and so on. And there's a telescope that hangs down, almost like this thing in the ceiling that hangs down at an angle, so that Kemet can, in his wizarding, observe the stars. So this is all very fascinating. As you enter the room, you also find that there are 4 knights there, as well as Commander Amara, and they attack you immediately. This is a GM round, and you're being attacked.
I am so happy to see her.
Okay, I didn't know that
Oh,
you
that's-
wanted the
that's a
stool
plot.
that bad.
That's a
Hey.
plot item that I should probably have mentioned. Commander Amara is, let's say, John Normalman is completely infatuated with Commander Amara, and we'll see how that plays out. So the first knight to attack is Athos.
My cat's screwing me up here.
That is a crit. So that's a 17 damage on, and there's quite a few of you tonight. 2. Oh, quite a
Pretty
few.
much.
That is 17 damage on the fell, and it's a sword.
Oh.
Athos the knight, and these are knights of Aventail. Just with a sword.
Did we heal up from our last encounter?
Pardon?
Did we heal up from our last game?
I don't recall you saying that you were going to take a long rest or anything like that. So I'm going to say no.
Can I have used field medicine? Just pull out
I've got
a bunch of bandages.
This many hit points.
Yeah, I pull out a bunch of bandages
yeah.
on the road, and I will have just been. I'll do the peso thing where I'll just run around them super fast as a raccoon, making that terrifying.
Okay, I don't want to be. I don't want to be like overtly cruel here. I just want to be like low key cruel. So I don't think that. I think it stands to reason that you would have used field medicine on everybody. So Elroy, how much can you heal everybody using field medicine?
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. 1 sec. And we're gonna cut to a word from our sponsor. No, I'm just kidding.
We have sponsors?
No, God, no. No, I mean, if anybody wants to sponsor us, field medicine is. I get to do. Oh, int plus a d6. So, whatever that is. 3 plus 5, so 8 points of hit for.
Okay. All right.
for,
Anybody who's
normal.
not full can take 8 points of healing.
Definitely not full. I almost died several times last game.
That doubles my hit points if I take 8 points back.
La Habrea is full, I take it, because you would have healed up before. Okay, so another knight of Aventail, and they have like the royal livery on them and everything. Like they're first of all, they're wearing full plate armor, beautifully polished, and this guy's wielding a very large spiked flail, and he just heaves it at you. Like as you're coming up the stairs, being like, "Oh yeah, rutabaga, oh, rutabaga." Like I'm pretty sure I'm not a vampire. You guys don't think I'm a vampire, right? Boom! Hits you. That's 11 damage.
Okay, that's okay.
That was Garen.
You,
Cedric
Garen.
tries to hit the Tanuki with a sword and misses.
Hey man, what's going on?
And another human knight named Uriel, she has a pike, and she attempts to hit Normalman with a 7 to hit.
It's a miss.
So like, just right off of your considerable armor. And Commander Amara rolls her EP, and you find that she actually has the wizard Kemet by the throat with her gauntlet and uses her peregrine sword. You've seen this thing before. The peregrine sword is this double-bladed sword, constantly just pinwheeling and spinning in her one hand. And instead of attacking you, she uses her enchantress power and just lights it up. So both sides are now brimming with sunlight. That's right, La Habrea. Sunlight. And spins it up so it's right underneath his chin, like right underneath Kemet's chin. And she says, "Give us the idol, or I will fillet this bird." So what do you want to do?
Who's got the idol?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I believe what you said was Elroy was going to wrap it in like goblin skins and make like a weird bag. So you're holding it in a weird bag.
Yeah,
However,
that sounds like me.
Just for your background information, earlier on we saw Commander Amara take this scrying stone from the orcs, and so she's able to watch what's going on far away from the castle in Aventail. So she has presumably been watching you guys as you decided to be like, "Oh, we have an idol. Let's take it to the wizard Kemet." Anyway.
And well,
So, so you guys haven't decided turn order. What do you want to do?
Well, depending on how badly she stabs him in the neck, I might be able to bring him back from the dead.
can I just rush in there and try to tackle some people? Because I'm pissed and I'm a Minotaur.
Are we fighting them? I feel like they might kill us.
That's true. What do you guys want to do? Because they got.
Let's try to talk our way, and then, in typical fashion, we will then try to murder our way out of this. That's my.
So there are 4 human knights, and
Okay.
there's Commander
Let's
Amara, who's an elf.
Okay.
We've got
So-
Athos, Garen, Cedric, Uriel, and Commander Amara.
So we are outnumbered
You
and
guys fallen in
outnumbered.
with the wrong
And we're
crowd.
No,
almost
you're not
dead.
outnumbered. It's the same number as what you have.
Were
Five
the
of
same?
you.
Were these?
No.
Are these the same knights as the ones who went to the orc camp?
No,
Okay.
she picked some different knights. Those knights
Okay.
were her stealthy knights. Her
Gotcha.
like sneak behind enemy lines, fight some goblins, fight some
Mm.
orcs. These are her like
Beefcakes.
shock and awe knights.
These are the boy
Okay.
toys.
Beefcake.
Obviously not as hot as the wizard's body. The hawk head thing.
Sorry, what?
Anyway, said not as hot as the wizard's body. Anyway, forget it. Nothing. Continue.
We're on like a deep fanfic tangent where like we've written an AU where our cow friend and the bird wizard meet at a tavern and like have a whirlwind romance.
Been like you before in my life.
Anyways,
Like, I'm a bird and you're a bull. It can't work.
To hell
Do
with
we I suspect that.
So
The wizards can handle
Norman
themselves.
is gonna say, "Whoa, this isn't what it looks like."
What's your turn order? This will make things easy.
How about I'm gonna go first?
Do it.
yeah, I will go last so I can resurrect the carnage of whatever happens.
I
Okay,
think
I'm
it's
gonna say so. It'll be Normalman first, Elroy, Scott Cow, and I think La Habrea,
Okay.
and the Fell at the end. Okay.
Wicked.
So, are you going to try to talk your way into, out of, around something? Are you going to try something clever? Or is it just like, let's start fighting?
John is gonna talk.
Okay.
John is gonna be like, "Hey, this isn't what it looks like. Hey, I respect the hell out of you, but Kemet here has
He'd like to.
I'm trying to talk.
Keep going. Sorry, keep going. I'm not. I'm
I'm
not right
done.
here.
Hey, Kemet here is learned and experienced, and he's been studying this stuff for his whole life, and he has assured us that he knows the best things to happen with the idol, which is why we brought it here. We wanted to make sure that it was safe before we brought it to the castle."
Give me a persuasion roll.
Godspeed. Whatever weird
Oh,
deity
five.
I come from.
Yeah,
That's a 5 on a d6.
I know. if you'd rolled a 6, I might have been more inclined. But you told them you were going to bring the idol back.
Hey,
We're
I would just like to
still-
say I was not there when we made this agreement.
and I just got here yesterday.
And like you said,
So,
I was
are you going to hand
skeptical
over
of
the
this plan.
idol?
I don't have it. So I can't.
Look. All right, hey, let's just take it down a notch. Nobody needs to get hurt. We're all on the same side here. We just had one little pit stop. You didn't actually say we couldn't make a pit stop. We're beat to shit. Like, look at this guy. His left testicle's about to fall off. I did the best I could, but there's only so much that you can do with medical tape, stitches,
So-
staples, and
Please don't
spit.
talk about my testicles anymore.
So, Amara's
One of-
going to
Ooh.
press the blade closer into Kemet, so it's basically burning feathers at this point. And she's going to say, "Hand over the idol now, and he can live." Now, remember, the last time that you saw her promise an orc that if she talked, she could live. She ended up
Yeah.
killing that orc in a most brutal and gruesome, torturous fashion.
I don't trust her.
No.
Which I'm not
she-
saying out loud. I'm just saying, like, the vibe is not good.
And sorry, she said she would destroy it or she would use the idol? I forget exactly what.
She has said she's going to destroy it. She
Yeah,
said
I
she's
doubt-
going to bring it back to Castle
said.
Avondale and destroy it.
Yeah, I
That's what
doubt
she
it.
said, whether you trust her or not. Don't forget,
Yeah.
there's also a demonic presence in Avondale that you're aware of.
Which I
Is
think
there
is,
a
I think
demonic
it's her.
presence in this room at this time? Asks
think it's
the
her.
demon-seeking seraph.
Oh.
You could attack her and see if you get like extra damage.
Could I
Yeah.
roll for aura to find out if there's a demonic presence in this room?
No, we already made that call. You won't be able to determine who the demonic presence is just by rolling aura.
Mm.
Oh, okay. But like I couldn't tell if it was like in the room. Like not who, but like that it's here. Now.
No, right
Okay. Seems like a weird blind spot for a seraph designed to hunt demons, but I'll take it. I'll take it. You're supposed to kill one in particular, but you have no way of telling. Just like go around murdering people until it's extremely effective.
That is the fucking epitome of God.
Oh, you're the holistic assassin.
I'm the holistic assassin. Just trust me. Everyone who dies by my hand is supposed to be dead.
It was supposed to happen.
All right, so are you going to hand over the idol?
Will she give us the whip?
I was trying to find my way to work that in there somewhere, man, for like 2 games now.
I don't like the idea of giving her the idol. I don't like it at all.
I also don't like the idea of her like murdering this man.
I don't have.
Can I be like, just quick, before we hand it over, Kemet, what are we supposed to do with it now that we've brought it to you, assuming you don't die? Like, are you gonna do can you do the same shit you were gonna do with it here at the castle? Because if that's the case...
Why don't we just all just simmer down and go to the castle? We can all go. It'll be like a field trip.
I've never been to the castle. Sounds like a good idea to me.
You can carry it, I say to the woman with the sword against the birdman's neck.
So
you can carry
Kemet,
it. We
because
can
you
all
asked
go. Everybody wins, lady.
Because you started talking to Kemet, asking him what needs to be done, he starts to talk, and he's like, "Don't give it to," and then she basically spins and just takes a step away from him, and the other end of the peregrine sword just goes and just burns a hole through his throat, and
Well,
he
we're
falls
fighting.
down like.
All right.
I can
you
fix
got
it. I can fix it. I can fix it.
What
Let's throw down.
And I
well, she made our job
think
easier.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it's PC's go.
Yeah.
So Normalman, you're up
die.
first. Oh, and if Todd, you want to cue some fight music?
Yeah, sure.
I think I might spend this round praying that I get my EP so I can heal this guy.
That's how I spend every round.
Who's first?
You,
Oh, good. Okay.
a regular man.
Yeah, shield up, mace out, going for the woman I love.
I was
Hopefully,
gonna
she will
say,
be...
is this with disadvantage? I feel like this is it. Is that a thing?
No, it's a crit.
Oh,
I feel like the song "Love Hurts" just jumped into my head.
I also have my EP, so that's just because I want to do the math. Where the hell is all my abilities?
Live math. Nothing sounds better than the
That's a
sound of mental
That's 14 to
math.
hit.
2 hours later.
Wait, why'd you say 14 to hit if it's a crit?
Because I just wanted to do the math, because I'm also using my EP.
Ah.
With...
It was dick waving math.
Oh, max damage. So 8. 13
Dude.
damage.
Oh,
Rick.
Athos steps in and tanks the damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yay!
Silly Kniggets.
Okay, Elroy.
It's just a flesh wound. So I think Elroy is going to see if I have EP. Oh, thank God. So I got EP, and I'm going to pull out a healing concoction. No, a revitalizing concoction from my bandolier, and I'm just gonna run over and throw it on the wounds and down the throat of the gullet of the formerly bird-headed man, and just try to bring him back.
So I'll let you
Your eyes off his pecs.
redo this. He's dropped, like he's at HP 0.
Yeah, so I would have to
Try to
revive him.
revive.
But no, I've got a revitalizing concoction.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I'll have pulled that one out, and I'll be like, come on, work. And so I'm like trying to hold his neck together and pour this goo. It's like sticky, like sap, and I'm trying to get it in there with little raccoon fingers. And so he's raised with 2d6 plus my int HP, so that'll be 15 hit points.
Okay, very
Dang.
kind. Yeah, just
Okay.
no chin-ups for a little while.
So he's up.
Whoa.
Dang.
So
I did
that's
that just in
Elroy.
case the fell didn't
Scott
get her.
Cow, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I hope that Kermit wants revenge, that's for sure. For his own death. But anyway, did you say there was like any type of larger sort of table in the room? Close by?
Sure,
chair,
I'll say there's
stuff
like a
like that?
wizard's workbench type of thing. You know, he's got to
Yeah,
cut the mandrake root
I'd
somewhere,
like to
right?
do the pick it up and go like a linebacker from the Buffalo Bills, charging, hopefully nailing as many of those knights as I can with my wide spread and my broad horns and whatnot. First, I'm going to try my EP for starters, see if I got it. And I rolled a 5, so I'm definitely in my enraged moment too. So I'm basically trying to use that table to get myself amongst all of those knights. And I guess I'll just try to focus fire sort of, I guess, on one of them for the sake of ease of damage and stuff like that. But my plan is to involve all of them if I can. So is this what kind of roll? Is this going to be a straight up attack roll with strength?
Yep.
Okay. I draw my thing. Hold on, I'm going to roll another dice. I rolled a 4 plus strength, so that I guess will be 9 to hit the guy that I'm going for.
So like basically you'll hit him with the table, and it'll be like
me and the table, and hopefully a couple of his buddies along the side with him that are gonna be like, "Let's get that bull, motherfucker!"
and it's gonna be like clank.
It's
Because
like
these guys
it's
are
like
terribly
imagine like picking him up, and I'm just running like a bull, just like smashing into him, like really just trying to piss them all off is kind of my goal.
I assume you're probably gonna like run kind of through them, you know, the way you kind of shoulder somebody at the shopping mall, like you're gonna kind of like bash through them. But
Don't
but
cross
they've got a
Brendan
lot
when
of
he's
armor
Christmas
on
shopping. I'm just saying.
So that's not a hit. La Habrea.
All right, let's see if I got
I'm gonna
enough
have to roll like
EP.
a 5 or a 6.
No EP for me, unfortunately, so I'll have to attack normal styles. The ones who one hit me was Garen.
Yes.
So I'm going to attack him twice.
Hit 2 crits.
So
My dice.
that's well, I got one. The other one is a 9 to hit.
9 is not a hit.
Okay, so that's
Dang.
it'll be 12 damage to Garen.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
And that brings us to the Fell.
How fucked up looking is our wizard? Does he need immediate healing or?
Well, he's got 15 HP. As you might recall, I described him previously not as being super hot, but as being super old.
Hey, some people are into zaddies, okay? This could be a zaddy situation. You don't
Silver
even
fox,
know.
You know? Yeah,
I'm almost 50. And I look amazing.
he's
So true.
I don't know. I don't judge.
I could use a heal.
But anyway,
Just
so how is he
saying.
looking?
Okay, so how for an aged, potentially sexy Birdman, How is he looking?
Well, he's got 15 out of 20 HP.
So he's doing better than me. Great. Love that for him.
Okay. But
All right, wizard.
yeah.
We're gonna
Don't
need
worry
you to
about
help
me,
us.
honey.
So, okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to heal the group of us. So let me find out how many of us I can heal.
Thank your God.
So I can heal 2 people. So I think since I'm probably going to tip him over full, and he may not make himself an immediate target now that they're fucking with us, I might heal myself and Normalman, you were pretty fucked up, right?
I've got 15 at the moment.
Yeah, you're more fucked up than me. Okay, I'm gonna heal you as well.
Ooh.
So that's 4 plus 6
That's
plus 2, so 11. 11 hit points back for the both of us.
10. Nice. Wait, 4 plus 6 plus 2 is 12.
Oh, okay, cool. 12 then. Listen, don't ask me to do math. It's Thursday.
We know.
I'm going to take
All
a brief washroom break, and then I'll come back with the GM round.
Ooh, we have a few
So-
seconds to live. I mean, then.
So what I'm thinking here is that I should probably hit these people with magic missiles since they can't dodge it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good call.
Yeah.
And anything that
Vexes.
goes after hopefully we can get some EP and start going against their attributes as opposed to their armor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
I
armor
can
is
attack
crazy.
strength with my wrestling moves, or I can hope to get a crit.
Yeah.
But I pretty much need to have EP.
It's too
Get
bad
them.
that
Yeah,
none of y'all are casters, because my other skill is making everybody who is a caster in the party a little bit better.
I'm sort of a caster.
I'm kind of a caster.
Oh yeah, Bo
Well,
is. He's got the Vex.
It adds +1 to your spell power for everyone who is an allied caster this round.
Oh, that doesn't help us.
And it's
You're right.
I think it might help Bo.
It would
but
help
wouldn't-
Bo, and it would
Yeah.
add to, I presume, also mine, because it's a minor, so I could still
Yeah.
cast a cantrip. So it would improve both of our rounds,
Okay.
but it's a full EP, so like if we're dying, it's maybe
Right,
not
right.
the best
And
spend.
Elroy should be using his gun because that'll be against Dex,
Yep.
which I'm
Yeah.
guessing these guys don't have a lot of.
Fingers
Dex,
crossed.
but I also have a
Yeah,
Vex that can hopefully get a big group of people.
Oh yeah.
So if I think our best chance is to take them out with Vexes, so they lose their turns.
Yes. So everyone just get IP.
Got a soak.
Okay,
Yeah, so basically what we have to do is
solid
just
plan.
live.
Just
All right,
live.
solid plan. Nobody
Live.
die.
Just
Great.
do better. Build up with strengths.
We're ready.
All right, I'm back, and I'll get to hear your insane, crazy, awesome plans when I listen to
It
the
was just-
recast.
The
It's a
plan
very
was
good- it's a
literally
very good
don't
plan.
die. The plan was don't die, Brendan. As always, deep, well thought out, thoroughly researched. Just don't roll badly.
It's like
Well,
I want
you
to
roll
murder a couple
badly.
of them.
Very good.
You roll badly, and we'll roll well. And
Oh,
then
that
we'll be
would
fine.
be really helpful if we could
Yeah,
arrange
yeah.
that.
That's the plan.
Oh, I have one more plan.
So-
Here it is. Ready?
The 5 D's of dodgeball. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
There we go.
There
All
we
right,
go.
sorry.
Okay, so Amara, and this is random targeting. Amara basically points at the fell, rushes you, 11 to hit and 11 to hit.
I mean, both of the. I only have 8 as a def, so both of those are gonna hit me. There's nothing I can do about it. May she roll incredibly shit damage.
She rolled 21 damage.
Great.
Bullshit.
Glad I spent that turn healing myself, because otherwise I'd be dead.
Ooh, that's
Always good when the
Um,
healer drops.
Athos, with his sword, is going to crit on La Habrea. That's 17 damage. Garon, that's a 10 to hit Normalman. Is that a hit?
Nope,
Clink.
not this round.
God, I wish all of us were wearing tin cans.
Cedric, that's an 8 to hit Scott Cow. Is that a hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Good thing you got your rage going.
17 damage minus whatever rage you have.
Yep. So will times 2 plus, so it'll be 11 damage.
Wow, dang.
9, so Uriel with her pike, 9 to hit Elroy.
9 is my defense. So is that...
Eyes go to PC.
I goes to PC.
Hey, easy.
Okay. And Kemet, who has just been raised by Elroy,
Do something cool,
is-
wizard. Do something cool.
is basically going to spend his turn trying to like get himself to safety behind a bookcase, but he's also going to be like in the basement, the golems.
Except he says it like he's one of those smoker who's had one of the like trach. Like,
Oh yeah, tracheotomy. Okay.
I mean, my medicine skills are very questionable.
Yes. Okay. Normalman, top of the round.
All right. Ooh, another EP. Yeah. So I'm gonna rush my lady love, and I'm gonna basically. So I'm running in, grabbing her by like the neck guard,
Mhm.
and sweeping a leg and like smashing her onto the ground.
Is that a?
That's a wrestling move. Yeah. Ooh. And that's a 10 strength.
Dang, dude.
So that is going to happen to Cedric, because all damage gets tanked by the knight who's using Valor. And in this case, it was Cedric. So
Okay.
that's a 10 to hit.
17
So
damage.
10 strength. That's a success. So what's the damage? You're
17.
basically like, "Rah," and then Cedric just kind of like, whoop, just gets in the way of it.
So yeah, I'm gonna say like instead of like, well, since he got in the way, I'm just gonna stick a thumb into his eye hole and then smash him onto the ground with that.
Oh, gross. What's the damage?
17.
Ooh, that's good to know.
I'm trying to deoculate him.
Oh, that's the word of the day. Deoculate. Tell him what he wants. Mom.
Boy.
Today's podcast is brought to you by
letter.
Deoculate.
Deoculate.
The letter D as in
Tired of seeing the
deoculate.
terrible world.
You have eyeball jiggle.
Not anymore, you don't.
It's like, I tried to buy an Oculus. I just got 2 ice cream scoops instead. Oh!
Do not put salt in your eyes. Do not put salt
Please
in
no,
your eyes.
don't actually do any of this. Just
Yeah,
in
this
case.
podcast does not constitute medical advice,
No.
just for the record.
And then I'm gonna say to, I don't know, Elroy, get the fucking golems.
Elroy.
I'm going to see if I get EP first. 5.
Good
I got
thinking.
EP again. So I'm going to... Okay, just a second. And I'm digging in my bag. And I pull out... this one is going to be a stench bomb. And I'm going to whip it at as many knights as I can. And it is a... It's a constitution save, so that's not as great. But it's a con... They probably can buy this. Con 6.
I still have to roll for that. Okay, so and how many rolls do I have to make here?
Oh, D4 worth. So that's going to be 2. So 2 of them.
So Commander Amara and Athos are both like and kind of just shake it off.
It's not me.
Oh, and they don't get vexed now.
Sorry.
All right, and then I'm going to run for the door. that go downstairs.
They've got
Internet.
crazy high con and strength,
Yeah.
like they're knights, right?
Yeah,
This is the time to target their intellect.
I know,
Yeah.
but I have something. Next time I'll try firebomb, but right now
Go
I'm
to
running
the
for the door.
basement.
I was going for the Vex.
Okay.
So, do they get a swing at me while I'm running, or do I just get out of there in my little raccoon state?
I'll say you can get out of there, and next round you'll start in like the lower floor.
Nice. I'm
You'll
scurrying
kind of like
in the
you'll
way that
kind of
only a
scurry
raccoon
and do
can.
do like a baseball slide like between one knight's legs.
Huh.
Okay, Scott Coe.
All right. EP Tech. I'm rolling with a sweetheart in my hand for luck.
Is it hydrophobic?
I did not get my EP.
I would say
so
of all
through
candies
sweetheart.
that might have rabies, sweet tarts are them.
No,
They might have
easy
rabies?
with
the rabies talk.
everything. They
That-
will survive a
That's
nuclear
racist
holocaust.
against Tanuki.
I did not get my EP, so I'm just going to finally draw out my large claymore. The guy that had his eyeball, I'm sure he's kind of crouched down a bit, maybe exposing his neck a wee little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully I'm going to behead him with my claymore of disruption. But I've got to roll really high, kind of on an angle. I crit failed, so it's okay. Move on.
I mean, it makes an amazing sound as the claymore like splits the air. Like
My image
I
is that he
need to
pulls it out and
fucking
goes to
more.
swing and just hits like a beam in the roof. Because
Oh,
he's
yeah,
tall
yeah,
and it's a
yeah.
claymore. Like,
Real
cook.
tall, yeah.
Yeah.
Story checks out.
Oh, I'm not
Beautiful.
used to being inside.
okay, La Habrea.
So I did get EP, so that bodes
Ah.
well. Oh, that's nice. So that'll be a. I'm gonna try to charm these fuckers. So it'll be 10 versus will against 3 of them.
Who do you want to target?
I'd like to target Amara, Athos, and Garen.
Amara is an elf. Elves are immune to charm. But Athos and
What?
Garen are humans, so they gotta roll will what?
10.
They can't. They don't have will like that. So Athos and Garen are gonna hit each other, and it's just gonna be auto hit, which is a D10 plus 7 damage.
Ooh, you gotta keep doing that, Bo.
Yeah.
I'm
And I
working on
fucking
it.
rolled max damage on these fuckers.
Yes!
So that's 17 times 2.
Redemption for last game where we got charmed and I beat the shit out of you guys with my auto hitting fucking missiles.
What a great spell I have here. I learned it in the Orient.
Okay. All right. That brings us to the Fell.
The Fel has their EP, so they are going to heal because, good God, I am not going to live another round if that happens to me again. So 2 of us get healed, so I'm going to include myself because you got to put your own mask on first. Who else is imminently in danger of dying?
I
I'm
have
totally
2 more.
fine.
You're totally fine. Great. How's you have 20?
29.
29? How are you doing, Normalman?
28.
Okay, well, I don't know. Normalman has more armor, so I'm gonna give it to our barbarian.
That's fair.
So that's 6 plus 6 plus 2. So that's 14 hit points back for the 2 of us.
Now I have to do the math over here, but I don't have to do it out loud, and I'll probably get it wrong anyway.
And my hit points are full again. Great.
Okay. So that was the Fell's move. So that takes us to the top of the round. Next round, Elroy is going to be starting in the basement. And so I'm going to treat this round as if Elroy is not targetable, as in you're not like within the sort of combat zone.
Well, all
But that
right,
means everybody
all
else
right.
is. Um, Is Scott Cow? Sorry. That's a 9 to hit and an 8 to hit from Amara. Are those hits?
Yes,
Both?
both.
Oi, oi, oi.
How does Scott Cow have less armor than me?
Yeah, what's going on, Scott Cow?
I'm not
Full bravado.
very dexterous.
Oh.
You probably don't own any. You just didn't buy any better armor.
So that's
I mean, he's made of leather.
20 and 20 damage with the 2 blades.
Oh my god.
Brutal.
as you
Glad
might
I
recall
healed
from
you.
Like, she's basically
kidding.
just like, it's like a canoe. You know, it's like the one blade and then the other.
Should have
And-
stayed at the bar.
Oh, wait, are you dropped?
No,
No, because I just gave him 14 hit points back.
I'm pretty fucking hurt.
Okay.
I mean, beyond pretty hurt, let's say I'm real hurt.
Athos, that's a 10 to hit on the fell.
That's a hit.
11
You should have
damage.
stayed at the bar.
I agree with you, even though I don't consume food or drink.
Garon is 10 to hit on Normalman. That's a miss, right?
No, that's a hit.
Oh.
I don't have my medal this round.
15 damage. That's that massive spiked flail. It's like
Ah,
above the head. He kind of goes like 3 times around for no reason, just like a dog before it lies down, and then boom.
Wait, how can he attack if he's charmed?
The charm is just, it's an attack.
Oh, is it just in the round?
Yeah, they
Oh,
don't
okay.
also lose their next round.
Too bad.
well, they should.
They should. They should feel bad. Think about what they've done.
It's a round of apologies.
Stop hitting your
Also
friends,
sorry.
man.
Cedric with the sword crits on the vampire La Habrea.
Oh, God.
17 damage.
Ooh.
God, all right.
Just a little bit of like fancy footwork, like you hear the like clink clink clank of like metal boots on the stone, and it's just a clank, and that sword comes right in. And Uriel with her pike. I'm gonna
How
have
are
to
there so
random
many
target
of
this
them?
again.
We haven't killed any of them yet.
Ugh.
Is that a 9 to hit on the fell? Is that a hit?
Yeah, I'm a fucking spellcaster. Yeah,
All right.
I only have a def of 8. It was 7 last time. It might as well still be 7.
Sorry. Okay, that's 12 damage with the pike.
Cool. Still alive, shockingly, by the grace of some deity unknown, but only just.
Okay.
At about this point, Elroy calls back up.
How's it going up there, guys?
Hit the golems!
Hurry the fuck up!
Top of the round, we've got Elroy. There are golems who are downstairs, and they're working on, as we talked about, like several sessions ago, they're working on an airship. But it's not really that complete yet. It's like kind of, sort of,
All right,
you know,
so
a little
the
bit bigger
alchemist
than
in me.
rowboat sized. And it's got that nice chunk of float stone that you managed to sort of scavenge from your previous airship experience, which I have to say was not a very safe experience. But they've got it, and they're with like little tiny hammers. They're kind of tinkering away at this thing. And so Elroy, you can attempt to do something about this, or you can go back up into the zone of combat.
I'm gonna call out to the golems, be like,
Golems, they need you upstairs. Intruder alert.
but I definitely do a double take. I'll stop and be like, as I'm going to stop and look back at this beautiful, intricate machine that's starting to come together. I'm like,
Oh, you know, if you wired that upside down, you'd actually get a lot more. Never mind. Let's go.
Okay, so there are 2
Hold on one sec.
golems. They're both clay golems, and they're gonna painfully slowly start following you up the stairs.
I'm running around them.
Faster, faster.
Exactly. It's like
I am gold.
1 foot, 2
Guys,
foot.
you should get down here.
1 foot.
I'll meet you on the
2
stairs.
foot.
I'll call that upstairs.
Okay, so that's Elroy. So Normalman is actually the top of the PC sequence. So what are you doing?
Do any of them have their valor up?
Yes. In this instance, it was Uriel.
Okay.
And I haven't been stacking valor because I don't think that the rules are supposed to permit that. But what I could do is I could do like a chain where like they're all valor protecting each other, but they, for whatever reason, are only protecting Amara. So Uriel is protecting Amara.
Okay. So I'm gonna go after them, and basically I'm just gonna run to them, put my shoulder into their stomach, and try to body flip them down the stairs.
Bring the golems
Into
to
some
them,
golems.
or bring them to the golems.
And that is a strength 10.
I can beat that.
Hmm.
Not with that roll.
Yes!
Yeah.
Our strategy is working. Brendan is rolling low and we're rolling high for
So
this
that's,
singular round. Knock
17
on
damage.
All
wood.
coming together, folks.
She's basically heaved like pike and all, and the pike basically goes like falls down the stairs like blade, butt, blade, butt, blade, butt.
Incoming.
And she just rolls like cartwheels down the stairs. How much damage is that?
17.
Oh wow. You know what? Because it's going down the stairs, I'll give you an extra D10 for damage. How much is it?
Stairs damage.
Here's where the strategy comes in. Roll high.
5.
22. It's not bad.
Yep.
I mean, it would kill me.
And you got to run back up the stairs too.
Well, hopefully she'll get crushed by golems while she's down there.
So Elroy is getting the golems to like bum 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 bum. Let's try and get them up the stairs.
I'm like
Scott-
riding on one of their shoulder, trying to rock them faster.
Scott Cow, what was one of your? You've got a couple of catchphrases.
I don't know, but this one's gonna be. He looks up at her and he's like, "Yeah, dirty fucking cunt." So there's one I need.
Hey,
Very
that
catchy.
Scottish accent is coming
It's a very
together.
catchy catchphrase.
Sorry, Scott.
Great.
He did roll his EP, so it goes with the story because he's enraged now. So.
Okay.
And he is just going to. Okay, so we're gonna say his sword got stuck in the ceiling on the last chop attempt, and then she came in and chopped the shit out of him. So like he would have like been like, "Ugh," and probably let go of his sword and probably kind of fallen to the ground a bit in some serious pain. But then he calls her a dirty cunt, and he's just going to. Oh man, I just got one sort of thing I can do when it comes to that swords and the thing. So I'm just going to. Just give her a classic uppercut, I guess, really, from where I am down there.
Okay.
Probably kind of falling to the ground a bit. With a little bit of horn, too. Probably
Horn.
won't hit,
Upper horn.
because I'm sure she's got way more than 8.
8 to hit.
Yeah.
She's got
Yeah.
more than 8.
Yeah. I'm a one-trick pony, boys.
So
but
it's
I've
like
still got my, I've got my rage going on, so I'm gonna soak some shit anyway. But it probably just won't be enough.
okay. Well,
There ain't a
it's clank on
tampon in
the
the world
armor.
that can soak me up right now.
Okay.
The horns are
that's
fake.
a clank
You're
on the
actually a
armor.
pony.
Come on.
It's
No.
La Habrea's turn. Sorry,
so
don't
that-
worry. I'm sure there'll be a reaction at some point. But La Habrea.
Yes, so that is I got AP, and that's going to be a 9 will. We're trying to charm smartly this time against the remaining knights in the room. Will of 9.
Still can't. So how many knights?
All 3. They're still in the room.
Oh, right. So not Uriel.
Yeah, because he's
Okay.
otherwise occupied.
Hmm. Ooh. Okay.
suspense is killing me.
Athos is basically killed by a huge spiked flail, just swings across the room,
Yay.
and Athos is like trying to fight Cedric, and then it's like just careens into the helmet, and basically you see the helmet kind of like bend in, so it's sort of suddenly, you know, it's head shaped, and then it's spoon shaped,
Ooh.
and then Athos kind of falls
Concave
down.
to convex.
You know what would have helped
Yeah,
with
exactly.
that?
And there's
Eyes.
and it's like a spoonful of blood at this point. So,
that's good.
so
It
Athos
helps the
is,
medicine
lick
go
my
down.
lips.
Just a spoonful of entrails makes the medicine go
go
down.
down. You can't sing along on Zoom. It doesn't quite work.
and Cedric is like, Athos, no. Anyway, I just wanted to do the accent. Okay, so the fell.
Fell. All right, let's see if I have my EP. I do not. Bloody hell. This would have been a great time for it, considering how fucked up I am. It's nice knowing all of you. Which one of the knights looks the most fucked up who isn't dead? Like we just
Garen.
lost Garen? Okay, cool. I am going to hit him with my force missiles. God damn it. So that's a whopping 6 damage. But he can't dodge it, so he's going to take a whole 6 damage.
Great, describe it.
Oh yeah!
Oh
Found
my
the chink in
god.
the armor.
I am going to say that after the fray, he's like standing close to the edge of the stairs, and like the saddest looking force missiles you've ever seen in your life. Because like the fell is like dented, they're not looking great. Their light's like a little bit dim, and they just like launch these like kind of force missiles, and it's like it hits him. And like it wouldn't take him out otherwise, but he falls down the stairs and like snaps his neck on the way down.
He kind of tries to dodge. He's like, whoa.
Yeah. It's like, and it's like the least dignified way to die on a set of stairs. Like he just like wiped it.
And then like Gollum steps in his neck.
Yeah. It's like, and then like insult is added to injury, which is great. I'm glad I could take one out for you before I died. It was great knowing all of you.
Can Elroy, just as a bonus action, write on his chest in his own blood? Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
I would have said yes to that, but Elroy is still down. I guess he kind of got knocked down the stairs. Yeah, you could probably do that. I'll let you do that as a minor.
Yeah. These
Okay.
are the important
Machine
things. This
gun.
is why I'm here.
Top of the GM round, Commander Mara, upon seeing these 2 of her knights fall in battle, is extremely upset. The other 2 human knights, just so you know, because 2 of their number have fallen, they're now getting bonuses to their EP every round.
Yeah, well, there's not much
Yeah.
we can do about that
Well-
except kill them.
No.
All right,
I
lady,
guess,
you
yeah.
started it.
You could kill each other and then I would have a benefit.
Amara
I mean,
is
I'm about to die, so get ready for it. It's coming to you.
Me
So-
too.
Amara basically just takes her Peregrine sword and she just walks towards Kemet. And as she's walking, she's dragging the blade on one end across the books in the library, and
No.
they're basically all catching fire as she's going. So the whole thing, like the bookcases, they're all just starting to catch fire. And she walks over to Kemet, who's trying to like reach for like the wand on the wall. Ironically, the one that Elroy was trying to steal before, and he tries to reach for it, and she just slams the blade down straight through his spine, and it like breaks the flagstones beneath him as well. And he is like permadeath, and she bends down to like pull the blade out with both hands and kind of whispers something at him, and then like chunks it out. So Kemet is-
It's
I mean,
weird
I
to be
don't-
turned on by this, right?
Yes.
No.
I think you should see a different kind of priest than me for this one.
I was trying
And
to think of Mara's
also,
not-
I don't like her. I really don't know her very well, but what I've seen has not been great, you know?
Sort of think she's a bad guy.
Which is impressive coming from us, a certified group of generally disreputable people.
You wear one goblin head.
I'm a good guy.
You're a normal guy.
A regular guy.
Oh, yeah.
You're a regular, everyday, normal motherfucker.
So, if I'm
That's what you are.
That's his
if I'm a
backup
human
character.
man, I'm automatically bad.
I don't know if it makes you automatically bad, but it does make you automatically meh.
Bar is so low.
Cedric, who is really pissed off that Athos and Garen, well, mostly Athos, Garen to a degree. Cedric is very upset, and attacks the Fel with a 10 to hit.
Yeah, okay. Well, you don't even need to roll the damage, because I only have 4 hit points. So
Well, it's only 9 damage.
cool. Well, I'm still dead or
Well,
unconscious.
The sword just straight through the tin, and kind of drops you. And I'm gonna say there's little like springs and gears that start to go like sprawling out of like the holes that have been cut in your clockwork body.
That's a surprising amount of realism for someone who's not actually clockwork.
I know.
It goes all the way in. That's so weird. Why?
And Uriel, who has been thrown down the stairs, has no choice but to target Elroy, and that's
Or a golem.
also a 10 to hit.
That hits.
That's 14 damage with the pike.
I'm still up.
Holy smokes.
You're not gonna hit one of these big things. Hey, okay, golems, fuck him up.
She's
Okay, and
crazy.
that takes us to the top of the PC round. The smoke in the upper floor is starting to gather. Like this is like a crackling fire at this point. Yeah,
Maybe
normal.
it's time to go.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So I think. So
Get the
Normalman
thing.
Do we
grabs
still have
the
that?
fell,
Yeah.
and runs down the stairs, and passing by.
Kill him. Kill him.
Well, I don't know. Can I punch the what's her face in the back while she's standing in the stairwell?
Uriel?
Yeah.
I think that it's more than just a move and a minor to like grab the fell and run down the stairs.
Okay, I will grab the fell and I will move toward the stairs. I'll be like, let's GTFO, my gang. Oh, and while I'm carrying the fell, I'm also gonna slap a healing potion into their face.
It shouldn't work, but it does.
You gotta use the resuscitate.
Oh, okay. And that's a full action, right?
Yeah, it is.
I'd rather run than resuscitate, so...
Okay.
Someone else can resuscitate me while I'm on your back.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
That's how this works, team.
Okay, Elroy.
I've heard of hallway medicine before, but backpack medicine?
And then I will yell to Elroy, we're coming to you!
But I just got them in the right direction. Yeah, okay.
Elroy, what are you gonna do?
I
Like
am
Uriel's
going.
still there. She just like stabbed you with a pike.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I get EP. Not this time. So.
Guys, the strategy of rolling well. Come on.
Yeah. I guess the best thing I can do then is, you know what? They're not too dexy, so I'm gonna duck under one arm, like get inside their reach, scurry up over their back, kind of scoot up over the shoulder, and then there's the helm, right? And I'm gonna take my dagger and just try to stick it in the eye hole of the helm and just fish it around inside, like I'm trying to like stir up a yogurt.
Okay.
So that's a dex.
what's your roll to stir yogurt?
It's versus. Wait. Oh, is this versus their decks? No, it's not versus their. No. I thought this was
No,
versus
only-
their decks.
Only your firearms is versus Dex.
Boo. All right. Well, I didn't get the EP, so I'm still gonna. I'm gonna stand by it, and I don't know if this is gonna work. 9.
9 is not a hit.
Clink, clink. Damn yogurt lid. Total nonsense. Hop off the shoulder and just go running away downstairs.
Tell the golems to fuck her up.
Golems.
Scott Cow, are you gonna stay and fight Commander Amara as the flames like circle the room, or are you gonna start heading back down as well?
There's like a whole like flashback sequence right now where I could go into his backstory, but let's just say there's some flashbacks of being like captured, being a cattle, lots of blood everywhere. Yes, there's vampires. What's going on? He's flashing. He's looking around. There's smoke. There's flames. Like, he's never been like this beat up or this hurt like in his whole entire life. Like, it's kind of been a laugh, like, except for the first part of his life and the trauma before he escaped. That part was shitty, but after then, when things started to lighten up a bit, his life was pretty good, and it was kind of a laugh until he met up with these people. And he has never, ever been, like I said, he's never been this hurt before. He's like on the verge of like barfing. He feels like so terrible, but he also looks at that woman standing over there and he's like, oh, I have never in my life wanted to fuck someone up so bad. This is in his mind.
I hear what you say, yeah.
So badly.
Oh.
He's looking and he kind of rolls and he sees that everybody is kind of going, and he kind of just does it because he's more or less following the crowd, and he's maybe even scared for the first time in his since after the escape. Scared for the first time since after the escape.
His little nose ring is quivering in fear.
So you're gonna hoof it down the stairs?
Literally.
Mhm.
Ho ho ho.
Clop 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 clop.
Okay.
You've evolved
La Habrea.
only deep dose.
You're the last. You're the last one. It's just you and Commander Amara and Cedric. And Cedric is like bloodied.
Well, it's a good thing he's bloodied, because I did get 2 10s to hit.
Ooh.
Oh.
So that's gonna be the last hurrah. So check. Yeah, D8. So that's 19 damage to Cedric.
Yeah. Describe it.
So my sword, my hands kind of hold both. Well, they're not holding. The rapiers kind of come from my hips. They go out to my hands, kind of like raising it like this, and they shoot through his neck on both sides, kind of pinning his head down to the ground. And I pull him back out, and I dash down the door to the basement.
Okay. And the Fel is unconscious still.
Yeah, they're just gurgling on Normalman's back.
So to keep this in sequence, as La Habrea is like running down the stairs with like vampire speed, right? And there's like smoke and flames behind you. Amara comes right out of the smoke and flames. She's got the peregrine sword behind her. You can see the flash of the 2 blades before you can see her body emerge from the smoke. And she is targeting you.
Oh no!
Oh
Let's see
shit!
what happens.
Run! That can kill you so fast because it's fire. Not good.
There's an 11 to hit and
No.
a crit to hit.
Oh shit!
Well, I'm down.
Oh no!
I'm very
Actually,
down.
in point of fact, because these things are enchanted with sunlight, you are so down.
Yeah.
So
Down? Is he dusted?
Yet.
no, he's not dusted,
Okay.
but
Ooh.
he is down. Like he's insta down.
So someone's gonna
Yeah.
have to go back for him, or his corpse could gently slide down the stairs. That would be convenient for us.
That'd be very convenient.
I would like for that to be what's happening.
Someone is gonna have to retrieve him. He's
Damn
like
it.
on the stairs.
I was the guy.
Please get me.
And Amara,
the guy,
after
right?
she strikes you with the blades, and she sees what happens to you, because I imagine there's like a flash of red light or something like that sort of shoots out of your eyes and mouth, and there's like smoke just kind of comes out of your body, and you like hit the ground. Like you haven't been turned to dust like every sort of like random vampire in Buffy, but you're you very clearly had a bad reaction to sunlight. And you've sort of dropped heavily onto the stone spiral staircase. So she knows you're a vampire, and she's like, "Oh, vampire."
Now
Skin
I would
condition.
think Cow must know.
And
Wow.
Uriel,
I was like closest to him on the stairs, so it would be possible that I would hear and see that as well. And if I'm gonna go back and get him,
oh yeah, that's right. You might not want to go back and get him.
that's right.
Well,
That
if I
sounds to me
weren't
like an
unconscious,
intelligence roll to see if you notice enough.
It's gonna be pretty obvious. Like he's got smoke
okay.
billowing out of his
Yeah, I guess that's pretty
body.
obvious.
if I weren't unconscious, I'd say we would leave the moralizing for later. You can kill him. You can always kill him later. But
Uriel is gonna
I'm
try and take a
unconscious.
stab at Scott Cow. It's a 7 to hit.
That's a tie just for me, so it's a tie.
Tie goes to the PC, so it basically you manage to get it right, sort of under the arm,
Yeah.
and it doesn't actually hit the flesh.
Put up a
That
hoof
brings
maybe
us
and,
to
like,
the top
solid.
of the round. What are you guys gonna do? I think Elroy has kind of been taking his turns first, so I'm gonna ask Elroy first what we're doing.
I mean, I don't have to. I'm waiting for everybody to get down. I'm gonna see if I can get EP. Be nice if I could do some healing. No EP. So I'm gonna run down, and I'm scurrying for the basement, and I do that whole run past, and then my head stops, and I look back, and I'm like, wait a second, and I start running towards the where they were assembling the aircraft thingy that's like half built. I'm running towards that. And then I guess I'm gonna use a sling and try to clobber them with a sling.
Okay.
I might get a crit.
Who are you attacking, Uriel or Amara?
I think Uriel's more hurt, so I'm gonna go after Uriel. All right, that's crit. So 8d8 damage. Not much, but I can do it at range, so hopefully they'll stay the hell over there.
No, but you're with a crit, you're doing max damage.
Oh, okay, so 8 damage.
Yeah, you get max damage on 1 damage dice when you crit.
Kipping.
Okay. And in this case, you only have 1 damage dice. So, Normalman, what are you doing? You've got the fell basically on one shoulder.
Yeah, can I dump them onto the boat? And then...
Under construction airship? Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to dump them into the boat, and then I'm going to pray to every god I know, and run over to the rope ladder, and cut it.
So ballsy. Of course,
It's
you have to cut it with
I
your
lock
mace, so
eyes.
you're kind of like
Oh,
rubbing it with
I have
the
a,
mace
I have
really
a, I have a
hard.
knife.
You know what? I have a dagger.
okay.
I just stabbed with. I'll chuck it to you.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, please, throw a knife at me.
We lock
roll
eyes,
to catch
and
it.
I'm like,
Roll to
"This
catch
is
it. It's
happening."
fine. What could
Got
go
it.
wrong?
Okay.
Taste in your mouth.
Normalman, are you going to do anything else? I figured, what you've just done would be like a minor.
Help me
Okay.
push.
Yeah, so if I can dump the fell and cut the rope, I will slap the fell back into consciousness and do a revive.
Okay.
Ooh,
So I think the fell gets her or their will back in HP.
1 hit point. Fuck yeah.
Hey, one's better than none.
Yeah.
It's so true. It's so true.
Don't cough.
You may now witness our doom.
Looking
Okay.
forward to it.
Scott Cow is now
So
going to
it's
have to
like-
decide whether
Well,
you're
I'm
going to
gonna
go
go
and
with
grab
this.
La Habrea.
He's very weak right now. He's like, again, he's never been this fucked up before. The
How much HP do
stairway
you have?
is 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
So it's like smoky. He's delirious. Things aren't quite. He is having like flashbacks right now, big time. So there's some post-traumatic stress going on there, and he just sees like one of his new comrades kind of lying there. So he's just like, and he just kind of reaches out and just grabs and starts basically dunk, 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 dragging him by an arm, and his head's bouncing off the stairs as we go down.
And are you going to
Very
heave them
quickly,
into
look it up.
to the airship?
Yep. If we go down and I have that much movement action, I will definitely. Well, I guess if you cut the rope, is it still there? Do I have to jump and like dangle?
Oh,
now?
so
Is it what's going on?
I think the rope bridge the rope ladder has been cut. So you guys, the only thing you can do right now is if you are all on the airship, you can like shove off and see whether you can get it to, be skyworthy.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
Are we all on board?
Yeah, we're all on board.
All arms and legs inside the vehicle. Please refrain from smoking while we're in the air.
I'm gonna
It's
be
like, all right, guys.
desperately trying to get this thing airworthy, like in the 3 seconds. I'm like,
That's not attached.
If this works, it's gonna be great, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So true. I'll see y'all on the astral plane.
You
Let's
know,
get
I'm
it.
gonna look around
This
for
sounds
ropes or,
really
like,
familiar.
anything to grab onto. Ropes, like railings, whatever, to weave my arms and around.
I feel like we've come full circle, guys.
So
I don't see any water around this boat.
I really don't want to live up to my name today.
They fell.
So you get onto this airship, and right before you leave, one of the golems reaches inside his own stomach and pulls something out. It's not a tablet, but it's like a small box, and he hands it to you, and he helps to shove you off into the air. And this craft, I'm gonna say Elroy is the one who is fiddling with the engine, unless somebody else wants to give it a shot.
No.
Give me an int roll and tell me how these things work based on my description of the last airship you were on.
Okay,
I'm going
so
to
I
say
need
that
to make
Sal
fire
has never
very
been in a
quickly.
real boat.
We need this thing to get hot. I'm saying this out loud. I'm gonna pull out my I'm gonna see if I get EP. Is that okay? Is that technically?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. That is not EP. So
Okay,
we
so
need
roll
something.
int.
Roll an int. Just trying to light a flame. Anybody got any flames? All right. I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Like I rolled a 4 plus 5. This is 9.
So I want to just let you picture this.
Ooh, can I
You
use some
shove off with
gunpowder
this
and just
airship.
like trying to get any gunpowder from my blunderbuss to go off? Like, get this thing to go?
I'll say that's what you do. You basically like you sort of you
I just take
crack
the powder horn.
the barrel. Yeah, exactly. You pour a little bit. You're like wrapping like some flint and tinder together. You get a little fire, and
Oh,
for
can
a
we say
second,
that the
you are in
fell
free fall.
gets a spark by doing a literal snap?
For a second, you're in free fall with this ship, which is really not that much bigger than a rowboat. It's small, but it has a little sail, and you are in free fall for a minute, and then suddenly it catches, and the floatstone heats up, and that causes the whole thing to kind of lurch, and your descent slows, and the wind catches the sail, and at that moment, something in the wizard tower, some reagent, some potion, some cauldron, who knows what it was, but it catches fire and it explodes, and the tower, like little bits of rock, kind of shower your new little airship,
That's
tearing
how she would have wanted
holes,
to go.
like burning holes in the sail, and the tower falls, and it falls straight on top of one of the Vesper hills, right on the top, and it breaks, and it forms something that looks almost like a crown on top of that vessel.
God damn it! Fucking
Those of you who weren't
prophecy.
around, that's one of the other omens before the return of Kava is the Vesper Hills Crown of King. And what happened to Commander Amara? Who knows? But you managed to escape into the night on your new airship, which you can name.
Rickety as well.
It's like at the end of Howl's Moving Castle, where like the castle's like falling apart because Howl isn't there and like Calcifer's not doing the job, so it's just like one leg and like a platform, and it's just like all the bits are falling off. It's like that, but in the air.
Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you.
We should
Anyway,
call it
so-
a glory after Newfoundland rowboats.
So
Good
what was
job,
that,
you
Jay?
guys.
I'd call it like a dory off of those rowboats from Newfoundland.
Dory.
The dory.
Finding Dory.
Anybody got wine? We can christen this bitch.
I don't want to do anything. I don't want to smash anything on this boat. It'll fall apart.
Yeah.
You're right. We're drinking that
Maybe
wine.
cold wine and cool down the stone.
Yeah.
Talk.
So you can take this airship straight on down, like straight down into just a valley somewhere in Southumbria, or you can try to set her down someplace close to Aventail, which is still, of course, under siege by the goblins, or you can set her down someplace a little farther away,
Effentown.
like Wensleyshire.
Let's find a place to rest, recoup.
Something like that. But I think we might end a little early tonight. You managed to get through the encounter, and congratulations though. Those knights were level 6, well equipped human knights, and
they kicked our ass.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, they did die, so
Well, yeah. Anyone you can walk away
whose
from.
ass was kicked in the end?
Indeed.
Says the two people who just came
Who got
back
killed.
from the
I
dead.
cannot talk right now.
We got like wads of
cannot
like
see.
cloth stuffed in our nose.
But
Okay,
we're
we got
here
this.
and not smashed on a hillside, so I feel like we did great. We're
Normal
not
men.
dead.
Ish. MVP for the idea.
Though I do feel like Elroy is going to have to do the work of bringing back La Habrea because I can, as established in our
Yeah,
that's
that's right.
right.
very first
I'm
game
gonna
together.
do medicine just in case we like crash. I'll just bandage people
maybe,
up.
Maybe let him sleep till we land.
Yeah,
That way,
well,
if
That's
we
gonna be a
die,
whole
then he
thing
won't
between
know.
him and.
well, yeah. The thing is, like, because my healing magic is holy, I can't do anything for him. He's on his own.
I heal you. Ow!
And ironically, you're the one that's holy right now.
Well,
I'm so full of holes.
Oh, we got beaned. Oh. And I suddenly want to eat some yogurt.
Oh, I almost forgot. The box, which is sort of a long, narrow box, opens almost like a nice, like a pen in a box. You sort of open it up. You open up this box that the golem gave you, and inside is a little furled note. And you open it up, and it's written in sort of like very shaky feather quill, and it appears to be a note from Kemet, and Kemet says, "Right,
This quill was plucked from my own head.
if you're reading this, I've either been killed or I've been corrupted by the idol. If
Or
I
killed you, I've been
can't
killed.
do what I set out to do to protect the Tree of Wands, then I know of only one other spellcaster who can do it, and you will have to find him in Dreadville." And then it gives you, and then there's like a bit of a map, like a map of Southumbria, and there's like a hill that's marked out, and there's like a little X near it, and you're like, Dreadville. If somebody can give me an int roll, like a really high int roll, I might
got
say that you know
All right, I'll
something
try
about Dreadville.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
and
go.
I'm
right.
gonna I'm gonna let
I'm doing
Lahabria
medicine.
roll with advantage.
I thought.
Good thing
Okay,
you
can
did.
we just talk about people who are naming their place of residence Redville?
They've got
Like-
You
hair.
really
Don't
don't
dread.
like solicitors.
I just 8. Okay.
And I got a 9.
Ooh. Very
I'm
nice.
just gonna roll because I can. I got 11.
Oh my god.
I'm
Yeah,
an
yeah.
int monkey.
Brag a bit.
Did
Everyone's
Lahabria
heard
get any
of
higher
Redville.
than that?
Just got an 8.
Okay,
my highest.
so Elroy, during his travels with the circus and traveling menagerie, heard people talk about Dreadville. Dreadville supposedly is a tiny little town where the undead live. Not
Sick.
live, but exist.
Oh.
And they exist in a weird little society that is kind of insular, but the undead, like we're talking about skeletons mowing their lawns, like really weird stuff.
Oh, so they did name it well. Okay, that's fine. I take it
It's
back.
simply Dreadville. And
Oh,
this is gonna be your like
Ow, that hurt.
That'll be next week's episode name.
that will be next week's episode.
Speaking
Anyway,
of
so
episode name, we need one for this week. Just saying.
Howl's
I don't want to
Falling
interrupt
Castle?
the game. I'm just reminding people.
The Virgin Flight of the Dory.
Maiden flight.
Mhm.
okay. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you
Thanks.
all next week. Hopefully,
Thank
all
you.
of you. Actually,
Yeah,
it's
should
nice
be
to have
there.
this many players. It's pretty
Mm.
cool.
Yeah. We've had 5 in a long
I
time.
think I should be around next week and as much as I can for sure.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Okay.
Have a good night,
I'm
folks.
gonna go. I hear
thanks for the
commotion
game.
going on upstairs. So
R-
love you all.
R.I.P.
Guys.
to the R.I.P. to the Zaddy of Kemet.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I hope
Those
we
be
even
my
get
heart.
like, hello, I'm Kemet the Wizard here. I was like, we can talk about that.
Smart
Anyway,
guys.
see you guys.
These guys.
Good night.
Love you.
All right, and that concludes our game for this week. Don't forget, you can always check out the rest of our stuff happening usually weekly, but you can check it out on all the podcast places. Thanks so much for coming out and checking us out, and especially to the podcast listeners after the fact. Just a quick reminder to everybody, we always attribute our Creative Commons music. It's in the visual scroll words of our feed. And you can also check it out in the highlighted ones in the description below. Shout out to Alexander Nakarada. Thanks for being in touch with us and just letting us use your amazing tunes. It makes our game so much better. And everybody else, thanks so much, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. And if you don't mind, you can always shout out to some friends. Say, hey, here's some people putting a silly game together. And share the word. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe or something. Click the follow or the like or the subscribe. It would go a long way. All right, take care. Have a fantastic week, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Good night.